Kenney is in the studio today to talk to me about your brand new album, The Details, which comes out September 29th.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great.
This is really funny.
Yeah.
I've known you for a long time to talk with microphones in front of our faces.
This is the first time this has happened in our friendship.
Just breaking friendship goals right now. So tell me a little bit about this album, because it's like, I think you were saying it's mostly produced and like you did most of the playing on it.
Yeah, so I co-produced this one with Joel. And yeah, I played all the guitars and I played drums on 2 songs, 2 really easy songs because I'm not a very good drummer. Yeah, Joel played all the drums pretty much, and then all the bass.
Sweet.
And then I did all like the keys and stuff like that. But I got Logic in the summer of 2015, and I started kind of messing around with that, and just kind of ended up doing some of the production stuff myself before I even got into the studio.
Right. How does that differ from like the last album that you put out, where it was heavily produced by, or I guess it was probably more like heavily produced by Joel? Yeah. How do you feel that differs for you?
I think I'm more comfy as an artist, and the farther along I get doing this, the more comfortable I feel with kind of like taking the reins, and the easier it is for me to really create something that, like, I feel like I know what I want.
Yeah.
More so, like, the farther along I get in this, and it felt really good to really know the direction I wanted to go in with this record. And I was doing a lot of like demoing and stuff before we even get into the studio to record, so the recording process was actually pretty quick and painless because a lot of the ideas were already there, and it was just a matter of kind of putting them to tape. That's
cool. So you went in with like fully formed songs for Joel to like look at.
A lot of it was. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was definitely still a team effort production wise.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. So the first song that we're going to play is Maybe I Am. Do you want to talk a little bit about that one?
Yeah, sure. So this record, like it's pretty, it starts off pretty dark and then kind of progressively gets more optimistic as time goes on. And that is reflective of the time in my life that was happening, the things I was going through at the time when I was writing all these tunes. And Maybe I Am, I forget which number that is on the record. I think it's like the 4th or 5th track. I had just gotten out of a really long relationship. I was living with the person and sort of avoiding dealing with a lot of problems that I was having. I was drinking a lot, which has been an issue since I was a teenager. I've had a problem with alcohol. And I was starting to get really depressed, and I was going out a lot and trying to meet new people, and it wasn't going very well because I was clearly a mess. And I was sort of just like thinking about what is wrong with me, and like just that was sort of, I started questioning that.
Right.
And I think that song is a lot about that.
So how is your writing process when you're in those like dark spaces? Do you find it easier to write, or do you find it do you feel you need to like come out of it in order to be able to write that kind of song?
Yeah, I think like the writing, like creating and making something productive comes after I've already come out the other side of something like that, because I'm reflecting on it and I can process it and look back and be like, okay, it's kind of like you're taking a step back and looking at something. Like when I'm in a situation and I'm not feeling great and something is happening, I can't process it and figure it out at that time.
All the songs would come out so dramatic.
They'd be very dramatic and very sad.
Your songs aren't sad. Come on.
No, they're all quite happy.
Okay, so for this album, The Details, you're doing a couple tour dates.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
In September, on the 22nd, I have a gig in Hamburg in Germany. I'm doing the Reeperbahn Festival, which I did a couple years ago and really, really liked it a lot, so I'm pumped to go back. And then a few days after that, I'm going to London, and I have a gig. I'm actually, Port Cities are playing the gig with me in London.
Oh,
at
nice.
This place called the Slaughtered Lamb.
Cool.
Sweet name, eh?
Yeah, nice.
And then I'm coming back to Canada, and on October 5th, I'm playing at the Horseshoe Tavern in Toronto. It'll be my first time having a headline show there, which I'm really
nice.
excited about.
And you're playing full band in all these shows?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's all full band. Yeah, and I just added another guitar player
Oh, who?
to the mix, Zach McLean.
Okay.
He's been playing guitar with me, so
Nice.
it's been really nice. Takes a little bit of the pressure off.
Yeah, definitely. That's cool. I was going to say something about your band.
How awesome and cool they are.
I mean, they are all very awesome and very cool. Very cool people. Are you like, do you know if you're gearing up to like do a big cross Canada tour in the States or anything like that?
That's still kind of in the works.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure.
Oh, right. This is what I was going to ask you about. Because the last time you went to Europe, you went by yourself, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You went solo. So
yeah, I went to, actually, I was exclusively just in the UK.
Okay.
And I was driving myself around.
Yeah.
So I learned how to drive on the other side of the road.
Do you have any fun stories from that?
Actually, it was way more seamless than I thought it was going to be. I'm a pretty good driver. I'm really spacey, so sometimes I make mistakes, but overall,
I don't know if you
I'm
can be a pretty good driver and also spacey at the same time. I feel like driving Canada would not be okay with that.
No, I'm great. I'm great.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so it was fine. I didn't really have any trouble. I just like got off my plane and went to the car rental place and got right on the highway. Dove right into it.
Nice.
It was fine. It was a little bit nerve-wracking in the cities, but
Yeah.
overall it actually wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Do you find like how do you find the crowd difference between those shows and like shows you have here? I mean, maybe not in Halifax because it's all your pals, but
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's always good in
yeah.
Halifax. When I first started going over there, it was just the same as like starting out here. Nobody
Yeah.
really knew who I was. There would be like a handful of people, but this was the best tour I've had in the UK. This past tour,
Oh, nice.
yeah, it was really good. There was like a noticeable amount more people, not like a huge crowd or anything.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like I noticed that more people were coming out.
Awesome.
It was really nice. Felt like I was making some headway.
Sweet.
Yep.
All that hard work.
Paying off.
My
All
God.
that driving on the left side of the road.
I remember I still have this thing on my phone from like one time we played at the local Joe's together.
Oh, yeah.
And the first time you played, I think it was a happy song. Well, that I heard it. Anyways, it's still on my phone. Every once in a while, it, like, happens.
There's a video?
Yeah.
Aw.
I'm just like, oh, when we worked at Sobeys together.
Yeah. I remember I just bought a new pair of shoes that were way too big for me.
Oh, yeah.
And I was wearing them that day.
That's hilarious. Oh, my God. Okay, so If You're Not Dead has a pretty, like, I don't know, pretty, like, poignant message.
Yeah, it's kind of mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of mean. It's a little bit mean, but
Sometimes you have to be mean.
yeah, it's supposed to be a little bit funny. Like
Right.
the chorus, like if you're not dead, then you get out of my bed. It's just like it's supposed to be like a little bit humorous.
That's good.
But also it's very brutally honest. That I actually started writing that song when we were almost finished recording In My Dreams. I was I just started writing it, and I had like a verse and like I think that's it, like a verse and like the like little intro guitar bit I had, and I was like, this is kind of cool, but I don't really know what I'm gonna do with it, and I didn't finish it in time for it to end up on that record. So and I've played it for Joel before, just like the little demo version that I've had, and he's always been like, you should record that.
Yeah.
Like, I really like that. And I was always like, I don't know. But he pushed me to finish it. We took a break for Christmas in December of 2016, and I went home and finished it, and then came back after the break was over, and we recorded it. And I'm glad that I finished it.
Cool. So was that like the first song of this album that you wrote?
Yeah,
Yeah.
technically.
So kind of like set the tone.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
I kind of knew like the general vibe of the record. That song I wasn't even sure was going to end up on it, so I think like the first song that I wrote that I knew was going to end up on the record is a song called June 3rd,
Okay.
which is on the album, and I kind of like I was starting to like it was kind of coming into formation in my mind what the album as a whole was gonna be. So I didn't really realize that If You're Not Dead was even going to be on it until I finished the tune.
Well, it fits really well in with the rest of the album, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
They all fit so good together.
Well, thank you.
Okay, so finally, I want to talk about your artwork.
Yeah,
because you did all the artwork yourself, and you're such a talented artist. What is the thing in the thought bubble? There's like a spoolie thing that you're turning.
So many people ask me that question because, like, I'm not like the most skilled artist. I really like to draw, but I'm not really like it.
Right.
It's like it takes me a long time to draw something because I'm not very good, but I still really like it.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to signify like my mind being in two places at once. Like I'm stirring like a little pot.
Right. Okay.
You know.
That makes sense.
In a thought bubble.
Stirring a pot.
Yeah.
In your own brain.
Yeah, exactly.
That's very poetic.
A friend of mine once said that she was like, when I talk to you sometimes I feel like half your brain is listening to what I'm saying and the other half is like stirring a pot somewhere. So that's why I drew it.
That's awesome. Cool. All right. So now you know about Mo Kenney album art. Okay, so on Glued. I mean, I guess it's pretty like self-explanatory.
Yep.
In the title.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I had that like first verse forever and I got stuck and then I was showing Joel and we just kind of like he helped me get over that little hump over the first verse and yeah, I think I finished that one like over Christmas too.
Cool.
I was doing a lot of I really like procrastinating and not finishing things.
Yes.
It's like
that's cool.
It's my thing.
We're all like that.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I have a habit of just like writing half a song and then leaving it for years.
Nice. Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, we're going to play on Glued after I say thank you. So thank you so much for coming in and talking to me.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
No problem.